Here at the Breegen shipyard in the Netherlands, we follow the story of a building of a brand new Avalon River Cruise ship, where it is initially hard to believe that a single solitary steel plate laid in the assembly hall will give shape to the outline of an elegant river cruise vessel. Large cranes, computer-controlled milling machines that cut through metal like a hot knife through butter, and a large number of workers begin the piecing together of the ship, which is likened to a jigsaw puzzle made out of steel. Many component parts are welded together using the latest in shipbuilding technology, and prefabricated parts are attached to one another, as well as the steel framework of the ship, which is now gradually starting to take shape. After only 8 weeks, the hull of the Avalon Waterways ship is nearly complete. Internally, the individual cabins are now starting to be worked on, and other elements of the ship are being added to. However, one important element is missing and is just about to be added: the engine, rudders, generator, steering gears and propellers. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning and the countdown has begun. Only in the early hours of the morning, and when the tide is in the right direction, can half of the new Avalon Waterways river cruise ship be rolled out onto the floating barge pontoon already in position. The specialist company lifts 1,300 tonnes of ship, approximately 5 feet, so that motorised equipment can be placed under the ship in order for it to be wheeled out of the assembly hall. The support construction from the hull to the barge must be perfectly aligned with the pontoon ship, and centimetre by centimetre, inch by inch, the ship slowly begins to make its way out of the hull until it's ready to leave land and embark the pontoon ship, one of the tensest moments of the operation. With barely only a few centimetres between the hull and the support construction, there is literally no room for mistakes. And in the first light of dawn, you get a chance to see something you don't always see every day. The other half of the ship, with the wheelhouse and reception located within it, has been constructed in a separate shipyard which specialises in the assembly of such parts. Again, it is lifted onto a pontoon ship and is transported to meet its other half, where it's welded together to an indivisible hull in a third shipyard. Once as one and deemed rudder-worthy, the latest addition to the Avalon Waterways fleet is put through her paces via a series of test voyages, and only when every technical, nautical and construction criteria has been fully met will it receive its certificates to carry fare-paying passengers on board. To move Avalon Tapestry 2 from her shipyard in Holland to the Seine in France, where she is to be based, a specially designed dock ship has to be commissioned to take the vessel on board, as it were. The gigantic tailgate of the dock ship is lowered, and the specially designed ship fills its aft-end ballast tanks with water, allowing it to sink. Using her own engine, Avalon Tapestry 2 slowly and delicately guides herself into the inner chamber where she is initially secured. Pumps on the dock ship start to clear the inner chamber, and the ballast tanks are cleared, allowing Avalon Tapestry 2 to be lifted out of the water and be firmly secured by steel supports being welded to the side of the river cruise ship and the bottom of the now empty dock ship chamber. At first light, the dock ship gives her passenger the piggyback she needs to take her to the mouth of the Seine. At the Hook of Holland, where the Rhine officially meets the North Sea, both of our two ships sail off into open seas, and a journey of 500 nautical miles begins, which will take the dock ship and her precious cargo approximately 30 hours. On arrival in Le Havre, it is now necessary to repeat the procedure that was already seen in Rotterdam, but this time in reverse. And within an hour, Avalon Tapestry 2 is afloat again, but this time on a river that will be her home for many a year to come. Work continues on fitting out the ship internally, with at any one point in time over 50 people working on various elements of the mechanics and stylisation of the inside of Avalon Tapestry 2. Their work will vary from installing piping and heating into the various suites and public areas to the placement and calibration of high-tech devices and features required to deliver the exacting values of construction, safety standards and comfort levels expected of a suite ship of this quality. Electricians, carpenters, plumbers, fitters, hoteliers, painters and decorators, florists, interior designers and many other specialists all make their contribution to lending Avalon Tapestry 2 a distinctive appearance inside. Little or no wonder these Avalon sweet ships are so much in demand, and 2 more are about to be launched in 2016. Paul Sharp, news at Clear, and now it's back to you in the studio.